Hi all, this is Dr. Dave Maslach talking to you about my peer proofreading and editing platform, reciprocity.com, and the adventure of creating something like this. So if you think this is cool, subscribe to the YouTube channel. As well, please do sign up to the service and do anything that you can to help out. I could definitely appreciate the help in terms of building this community. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was a video from a few days ago about my weight loss and how I lost a significant amount of money, or I lost a significant amount of weight a few years ago. And it was, I think it was about 25 pounds. Anywhere between 20 and 30 pounds, depending on where you measure when I started doing the weight loss. So the one thing that, I went through the Excel spreadsheet that I created with that and how I was just simply tracking it. I sort of showed how just tracking the weight every single day and how that drove me behaviorally to lose weight every single day. So there are two, and I didn't go into the video why it's important to do that, to have these sort of objective measures and what happens behaviorally. So there's one thing that we know within behavioral science, and there's a large literature on this. So once again, I'm a professor at a large state institution within Florida. One thing that we know is that both within the psychology literature and economics literature, behavioral economics, and within the strategy literature and thinking about organizations, we do know that whenever somebody or an actor, a manager, an individual creates a reference point in the future, that we ground ourselves, we ground our decisions relative to that reference point. So for myself, the reference point in losing the weight was the current weight that I had. So I was always thinking, how can I lose a little bit of weight relative to the current weight that I have today, or in the last few days? And what ends up happening is there's two real strong phenomenons that ends up happening. The one is thinking about gains and losses. So this is Kahneman and Tversky. They talked a lot about this, and there's a huge literature within behavioral economics that talks about this. And if there's somebody that's smarter than me, please don't pick on me with anything that I say, because I'm just, it's a cursory understanding. I recognize that I don't know everything within this literature or within the broader set of literatures. So one thing that we do know is that whenever you have losses, so any sort of thing, any sort of downfall relative to the reference point. So if I did poorly, so if my current weight was, say, 70 pounds and I gained 72 pounds, I'm going to view that as a loss. That's going to hurt a lot more in terms of, it's going to hurt a lot more than 2 pounds. So that 72 pounds, gaining that 72 pounds is going to motivate me a lot more to lose a little bit of weight in the following few days than losing a little bit of weight. It's going to feel nice that I lost that weight, but that loss or the gaining a little bit of weight is going to motivate me a lot. And there's a very strong academics understanding behind that at this moment. The other thing that ends up happening, and this is borrowing from the strategy and organizations literature, and there's a robust literature here as well, and it sort of is grounded in a lot of the work about search and how humans or managers search for things, or how organizations search for things, is that whenever you have a loss, so if I gained 2 pounds, for example, so the 72 pounds versus the 70 pounds, so if I gain those 2 pounds, I'm more likely to do what's called probabilistic search. That is digging deep issues why I actually gained that weight. So I might start actually analyzing the trends that I did in the last few days. And that's exactly what happened. After a while, I started adding more and more columns to my Excel spreadsheet to try to investigate how can I accelerate this a little bit more? So you do have this what's called probabilistic search. This is where we're searching for the solutions to problems. And if you get stuck on something, if you reach a plateau, that's why it's really important to sort of measure that. If you reach a plateau, you begin to search more and more for what the reasons are of that particular problem. Now, if you do better, you do have something that you're going to search as well, but the search is not going to be as immediate, and it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be more exploratory rather than the probabilistic search that you do whenever you have these losses. So those are two main reasons, I think, why you, and there's probably many other reasons as well, goal setting and things like that, why sort of simply tracking over time and tracking your performance over time and having a very apparent objective number, the reason why we sort of improve over time and become better. And I tried to build that into the platform by having, the objective measures of performance of both the writer and the editor. And that's what I was thinking when I was creating, or one thing that I was thinking when I was creating these sort of objective measures that you have. Now, they're imperfect. If anybody's got solutions to the sort of imperfect measures that I have, I might not be able to include them immediately and all that kind of stuff, but definitely would think about it and see if we can, improve the platform. So once again, thank you so much for listening. Hopefully you like the reciprocity proofreading platform. Check it out. Let me know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and please do help out. All right. Thanks. Bye.